I don't know if I should even be writing this.
This is actually kind of creepy. Like something bad is
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Nah. Don't say that.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
So many details.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Christopher the fish, Bob the dog, Shadow, Oliver. Who the hell is Shotzi?
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy, Derpy, Derpy Jr. Furpy, Chirpy, Lurpy, Zerpy. And then the family.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
She was only 10. She was in bed. Calvin. It's the kid that flew off the swing. I wonder if he died the same night as Barbara did. 64, no.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
That's the house?
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Sanjay Kumar.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
This is either Walter or I think his name is Sam, the other twin. I don't know, he went to the military.
But looking back on it now, If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Oh. Or a pregnant 17-year-old girl. Under the window? No, ladder.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
And was brilliant.
They were both pretty intense.
Hunter.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Okay.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Dad!
Oh, hey.
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Keep yourself squared up. Elbows down. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about—
Dad!
Oh shit.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I was gonna have to go in here.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Is Edie the oldest one to ever live? I think so. Don't fucking tell me it was a baby that died. Oh man, that's ridiculous. This baby looks so fucking happy.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Well, I'm playing as a baby.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Gregory, get together. Get it together, it only lasted a year. The worst Finch.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Oh boy. You always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Well, okay. See words here.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife.
No weddings going on down there.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
It's cool transitions, I'm not even noticing the people moving. They went inside, so. They went... Oh, hold on. Give me all the fucking chairs.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
So destroy the tent, got it.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that.
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Raise flag. Greg, be a baby. Mop movie. I thought it was gonna say mop the yard. Greg, be a baby. That's...
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Dawn. India.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where
Sanjay.
she met my dad, Sanjay.
Makes a lot of sense. Sanjay died too. That's OD. Flag to
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
homeschool. Louis Wolf.
But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton
92.
disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
And a stripper pole. No, not a stripper pole. It's a pulley. You can see that I'm pregnant.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
too.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
So he disappeared. He could be alive. It is the Finch family.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.